What's up, guys? This is Vaughn from Simply Hawkward Games, and today I wanted to talk about some Netflix original series. Don't know why I tilted my head so much. It's kind of weird. Really weird for me. So what I want to talk about today, Netflix original series. I've got like a couple top 5, all that good stuff. I really don't know what my 5 is. I've got like 4, but really what sparked all of this was Stranger Things. How fantastic that show is. I'm going to do sprinkle in a little bit of review of Stranger Things. Going to do a spoiler section, spoiler free first, spoilers after. So basically what I have to say right now is Stranger Things, fantastic, great show. If you guys haven't watched it, you need to watch it. The story keeps you on the edge of your seat basically the entire time, not because you're scared that anything's gonna happen to you, obviously, it's not sort of imminent danger and any shit like that, not breaking the fourth wall, but it's it makes you feel uncomfortable the entire time because you really care about the characters that are in it. Basically, if you guys like some sci-fi horror and some coming-of-age stories, that's really what this is, which is actually really nice because each one of these characters are really fleshed out. They're really nice, and you enjoy watching them do everything. Watching Mike, Lucas, Warren, and Elle do their stuff. I think his name is Warren. I always forget the Chunk kid's name. He's essentially Chunk from the Goonies is what he is. But I always forget that kid's name just because. It's a super good show so far. I've only watched 4 or 5 episodes in. I think it's a 7 or 8 episode run, which is relatively short for what it is, but it's some good fucking TV. This is solid TV. My tops, and this is no particular order, I'm just going to say my top 4 because I don't know what my 5th one was. It used to be Hemlock Grove, but Hemlock Grove Season 2 sucked balls. I know you guys thought it. It went so, weird. It got into super weird places. Season 1 wasn't bad. There's a lot of questions that they were just fuck it, dude. You don't need to know the answer to it. Psh, it's called Lazarus for a reason. And you're just what the fuck are you talking about? That makes no sense. I get the Lazarus thing, but whatever. Essentially, Hemlock Grove Season 2 sucks. Hope they don't make Season 3. I didn't even watch through all of Season 2 because I was kind of sick of that shit. And so it's basically some Master of None, some Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Stranger Things. My 4 favorite Netflix originals. Maybe some House of Cards in there. Haven't watched it. Not exactly excited for the political drama. a lot of people are excited about it, or they were way back when it was still on. I think his name is Kevin Spacey, who's on it. The guy from, let me think, 7, which is a really uncomfortable movie. I didn't like that movie. I liked it, but it made me feel really uncomfortable. A fucking head in a box shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? I guess that was kind of a spoiler, but if you haven't watched it yet, you need to. It's been on Netflix for 6 million years. I don't feel that bad about it, so sorry, but not sorry. Kind of a thing. But back to Stranger Things. It's a great show. It's it's so hard to explain without any spoilers or anything like that, but it's really nice. It's essentially about a creature and some kids, and the kid goes missing. They want to find him. All sorts of good stuff. Some crazy moms, fucking cops, doing crazy shit. It's by far one of my favorite shows, at least on TV right now, because it kept me on the edge of my seat. I liked these characters. I enjoy their story. I hope when they do a Season 2, because that it's not fucked up like Hemlock Grove Season 2. I'm going to refer to that 6 times in this video, because I fucking hated Hemlock Grove Season 2. It's so weird. What the fuck happened? The first season was cool about, werewolves and eating skin and shit, and then after that, it just got really, really, really weird. Odd. Fucking babies, mind control, chick, boobs out. It was so weird. But basically, if you guys haven't watched Stranger Things yet, you really need to because it's so good. This is basically going to end my spoiler-free section of the Stranger Things review because I've gone through most of the points I need to. It's a great show. Easily worth $10 subscription fee that you get to watch this 7 hours of great show, and then you can watch something else. Whatever. Watch anything else. Just make sure you give it a 5 out of 5 stars because it's great. I want to see them make a good TV show again. Daredevil Season 2, it was kind of like Hemlock Grove Season 2, except for it was better and it answered questions, but it was Season 1 just remade. Last episode, he gets something special that lets him win. No fucking way. The addition of the Punisher was really cool, and I liked Elektra, but let's be real, a lot of it was boring. A lot. of season 2 was boring. Like, who the fuck cares about Wilson Fisk anymore? Get over it. You got the Punisher now. It's whatever. You got the Hand. So much shit going on. But you need to watch Stranger Things. It's so good. The characters I actually cared about, which were awesome, because a lot of like TV shows nowadays, characters give two fucks about them. And that's the end of the spoiler-free section. Make sure you guys watch Stranger Things. I'll give you guys a second. This is my head bobbing. This is my second of head bobbing. So you guys can... It'd be so much cooler if I had some sort of music, but I'm way too lazy and, untalented to put that in. I mean, I'm recording on a PlayStation camera. But that's basically was my spoiler-free section. Now I'm going to get into the spoilers. What the fuck is happening in the show? It's, like, so cool. And I know what's happening in the show, like an extra-dimensional being has come through. I mean, why the fuck was this Hawkins lab doing fucking tests on this shit? I don't know. Like, what is wrong with scientists these days? I understand the evil scientist motif, but that is fucking ridiculous. I mean, stop housing aliens that are just murdering people in small towns. What is wrong with you? Like, just stop. Why is it like every show there's like a fucking scientist who's like, I'm gonna better the world by trapping this alien that's easily gonna get out and kill a bunch of fucking people? Like, it's ridiculous. I mean, that's the only thing that I would have to say that is not as good as, like, the antagonist, and the reason he does things is just because he's an evil scientist. And I mean, I understand it. It's just a little bit overplayed, but maybe he's trying to save the world and shit. Probably actually trying to create a super soldier or something. Coming to Elle, she's actually a fantastic character. I love Elle. I mean, I generally don't like characters that never speak, but when she does, it's really impactful, and it tells you a lot about who she is and, like, everything about the story. I mean, she says, Will hiding, and I'm just like, fuck, dude, Will's hiding? Oh, man. He's hiding from that shit. And it's like, oh, yeah, okay. Basically just summed up the whole thing. 100% sure Barb is dead, by the way. She got dragged into that pool. She's dead. Like, just the fall of dragging into that pool would have killed her. I mean, she was cool and everything. I don't really care about her character, but I understand that she was Nancy's friend, and that's why I like her. I like that Nancy and Jonathan are kind of, like, forming an alliance so they can, like, find out what happened. I really enjoy Jonathan as a character. I mean, he's basically, like, the creepy... He's not even that creepy. I mean, he's just obviously, like, loves Nancy. What he did was creepy, like, taking pictures of her and shit. That was creepy. But he ends up photographing the creature behind Barb, so I guess all's well that ends well. All's well that ends well is really what I tried to say there. I'm a mushmouth, if you guys haven't noticed that by now. Too much going on up there. But there's so many, like, so many good things that happen in that show that it is definitely 100%, like, must watch. I really enjoyed all of it. I mean, the story was really good. Like, the action scenes are actually really good. Fucking Elle's just snapping necks and cashing checks. It's awesome. And she's, like, wrecking dudes. I 100% hate her dad, even though, like, that character is, like, the evil scientist. I really hate, like, everything about him. But I also hated him as a character because, like, as every moral fiber in my being hated him because seemingly he imprisoned his own daughter just to make her into, like, a fucking psychopathic killing machine with, like, fucking telekinetic powers and shit. It's, like, really interesting, but I love Elle. I think she's a great character. I love watching her, Mike, like, Lucas, and Warren go around and do stuff. Once again, don't know if his name is Warren. Somebody correct me in the comments. But it's, like, a really good show so far. I actually care about all the characters. I like watching fucking Will's mom just go completely insane and do, like, fucked up shit like carve a hole in her own goddamn house. Like, obviously you weren't gonna chop through. Why didn't you chop through when Will was sitting there? Like, that would have been so much easier. I don't understand. But there's, like, so much good stuff that happens in this. I 100% recommend it to anybody who hasn't watched it. It is a fantastic show. It's by far 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, whatever you want to say. I would recommend it to anybody with a Netflix subscription. I would recommend people get a Netflix subscription just to watch it, Master of None. Like, all of these great ones. I'm a big Aziz Ansari fan. Aziz Ansari, so, yeah, you know what I mean. that's about the end of this video for me. I hope you guys really liked this video or just liked it at all. Make sure you click that like button down below if you enjoyed it. Literally even the smallest bit. I don't even like that much. Make sure you click that subscribe button for all my upcoming content. Movies, books, games, toys, like comics, whatever. Just make sure you guys click that. And make sure you guys stay tuned for all of my like upcoming content coming in the future. I mean, there's a lot of like good stuff that I'm going to come out with. More comics, more games. Make sure you put a comment down below. Let me know how I'm doing. If you guys enjoyed this series, like, I don't know, anything. Literally anything. Tell me if you hated Hemlock Grove Season 1 or 2. I'm totally cool with that. And make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at Simply Hawkward so we could talk about literally anything as well. I mean, I'm a pretty chill guy, I like to think. So let's just talk about anything. That's it for this video. I hope you guys have a fantastic day.